Welcome to this video, beautiful souls. Today I would like to share with you some insights about Mercury, about Uranus and their opposition. Because in 2 days, accordingly when I have recorded this video, so on November 29th, Mercury stays direct, begins its direct motion, and with the change of direction, because until November 29th it has been retrograde. So from the retrograde under the perspective of the Earth, of course, now it changes. So its influence over our minds also changes. And I would like to share some insights about that. So let's begin. Well, first, here we have the astrological chart just when Mercury goes direct. It is at this moment in the sign of Scorpio and opposed to Uranus in Taurus and Sedna just at the beginning of Gemini. Uranus and Sedna both retrograde. Mercury uh, symbolizes the alchemical magic of our minds, of how we process information, how we perceive reality, and how we communicate mainly. It is also about our minds, our thoughts, perceptions, that they are not limited by space-time reality. And also it represents our logical mind, our concrete mind in the here and now. But also it is the trickster, the magician, and the alchemist. He or it knows how to work with the hidden forces of nature. At this point, just is for me a very important point to take into account that a little bit later I will talk more about it. So it takes us to explore the realms of magic and mystery beyond the space-time reality, the 3D space-time reality, I mean. So, in this way, it means that Mercury and our minds, although we usually work with them in the here and now, in this space-time reality, they are much more. Even Mercury is that represents our minds. It is or is not limited from this linear reality that we live. And once in Scorpio, Mercury enjoys connecting with our inner power and the hidden subtle realms of our lives and life in general. As it moves and enters into the fiery sign of Sagittarius, that it will enter around the 10th of December. It continues being opposed to Uranus and Sedna until December 17th, that this opposition ends. So we can say that this opposition breaks and changes. But until now, Mercury and Uranus and Sedna will be opposed. So from the 30th of November until 17th December, we almost have 17 days to reflect about what I would like to share with you. So, after being in Scorpio and tapped into the subtle, invisible world within and without, Mercury later enters into the realm of Sagittarius, the realm of seeking the truth and recovering our faith and confidence with ourselves. And in this way, helps us to expand ourselves into the unknown inner realms of our minds, where our mind has to connect deeply with our cosmic mind. What it means about that? Uranus is more about a higher mind, or we can say also cosmic mind. Although for me, the most highest mind, as a way of saying, if we divide our minds in different levels, maybe the highest one is represented by Makemake, the asteroid Makemake that now is in Libra. But Uranus also represents a higher mind, among many other things. So while Mercury represents our concrete mind, although it is not bound by space time, Uranus takes us beyond any boundaries established by Saturn. And now Mercury, Uranus, they are opposite. But an opposition means attention. So maybe we want to focus our attention in the here and now, in the linear time, in the 3D the physical reality. And while at the same time Uranus say no, uh, open yourself to your higher mind. Open yourself to new realms of your own mind, because mind is much more than the brain. And a way to balance both aspects of our mind, Mercury and Uranus, is uniting them both. And later I will explain one exercise, one meditation that we can do to help us to unite our concrete mind and our higher mind or cosmic mind. Because in reality, Mercury and Uranus are two expressions of one of the same mind, ours, that is part of our soul. The cosmic mind or higher mind is not rational, but intuitive, logical, also humble and expansive, encompassing all our wisdom, and is able to tap into the cosmic wisdom of all living beings. And in this way, it opposes to the rational concept we have for our minds, or Mercury. And here is when I want to share with you some insights, because some people or some astrologers relate Sedna in Gemini with the expansion and use of the AI, the artificial intelligence, reinforced that concept by the presence of Uranus once it enters Gemini once again after its retrograde period that is now. But in reality, Senna in Gemini is much more than that, because it's about, um, how can I say, helping us, helping us to explore our duality, to explore new forms of communication. And in this way, here, telepathy, for example, enters as a new form of communication, new forms of study, of using our minds. So it's not only about technology, but in reality, much more. For at least for me, is about developing the power of our minds, of our concrete mind, together or blend with our cosmic mind, and in this way, developing attributes, potentials that now are still dormant, or maybe they are beginning to awake, but well, we need to activate them more. Uranus at this moment is in the sign of Taurus, retrograde, giving us a time for reflection, for example, to reflect how the AI technologies are doing to the Earth and all its living beings, including us, of course. It's time to discern and choose how we can use the power of our minds for the benefit of Earth, or for the power, or to take over the Earth and all its living beings, including us. Uranus in Taurus is about breaking all patterns, all thoughts, or all old archetypes that has been influencing us until now, and how we relate to the planet. So Uranus encourages us to see, to perceive and feel, not only perceive but also feel our planet as a living being, the nature around as a living being, trees, animals, plants, the water in the rivers, in the oceans, the atmosphere, the air. So it's about breaking all patterns and begin to relate to our planet in a more in a with a higher consciousness, understanding that it in reality that the earth is a living being, in the same way that we are living beings. The mind in reality is our creator, creatrix within. It is very powerful if we learn how to tap into it for our best, using it for our best, but also for the benefit of all living beings. The mind, or the higher mind in capital letters, with the concrete mind, is part of the space-time fabric. It's not something apart of it, and we also are part of the space-time fabric. But I would like to highlight that our minds are part of the space-time fabric. It means that they are part, or they tap into the collective unconscious. They tap into the space-time fabric that surrounds the Earth, that goes beyond the Earth and enters into the solar system and beyond, the goes to the entire galaxy. So the use of our minds extends and connects with the space-time fabric of our, as I said, our collective consciousness and unconsciousness, also affecting everything in the cosmos, not only on Earth, not only human beings, but in reality affects uh, the cosmos, the entire cosmos, because our minds, when we thought something, when we have some kind of intentions, and we process them, The electrical impulses of our thoughts, intentions, beliefs, they are transmitted as electrical impulses through the space-time fabric, and so they project themselves into the vastness of the space-time fabric and goes elsewhere. Uh, but there's more, because the AI at the beginning, it began as a physical projection of our logical and rational minds, programmed with some kind of algorithms. And because it simulates the functioning of our rational minds. At the beginning, it was because, well, with it we could resolve more complex problems. For example, we could use it for different kind of things that, uh, well, were thought interesting to be resolved easily. But as time went by, the AI has become more complex. And with its complexity, it also has become a mind for its own. Although maybe you can think, well, but the AI is in some computers, for example, in some devices, but those devices emit the AI because they are connected with Wi-Fi, for example, with some web of how I say, the electromagnetic waves. So in reality, the AI that is even satellites uh, that orbit around the Earth, they have AI. So now we are surrounded by it, different kinds of it, but we are surrounded by it. So at this moment, we can say that the AI on Earth taps into the space-time fabric, affecting our way of thinking and doing, at least influencing, or can influence our way of thinking and doing. In reality, the AI began with us identified with the 3D and wanting to shortcut our way to um, to reach some levels of technology that our consciousness was not prepared to achieve at that moment. Even now, our consciousness is not prepared to achieve some levels of technology that the AI give us. I understand that, but in this way we are giving it a power instead of taking us this power little by little, of course, and trying to develop within us, within our consciousness, until we can overcome everything that an AI can do. Our consciousness can overcome it. I know that we need years for that, but it's something that I wanted to share with you because we see technology as something apart of us, something that enables us to, well, to do many things, of course, but in reality, every technology, if we now open our consciousness to higher levels of it, every technology is a projection of our minds. in a 3D, even 4D reality. Even 5D could be. But as we open ourselves more and more into higher realms of consciousness, we can overcome technology, uh, and we can use our consciousness as creators, creatrix of new ways of technology. We can, or conscious technology. I don't know how to say it, but well, my point is uh, reflecting about the AI, about our minds, about the power we give to the AI instead of taking that power and develop more and more our minds. For another hand, the aspect of Mercury with Uranus and Sedna talks about decisions, how we want to use our minds, and which kind of quest we want to embark as individuals, as a collective. One devoted of rational programming, devoid of intuition, of feelings, in the hands of a few people that can determine our destinies, or we prefer to develop the connection with our cosmic mind, becoming whole and powerful creators, sovereign beings of our path of life and our levels of consciousness, which ones we want to reach. Uranus reminds us of our uniqueness, our magnetism to attract things and inner power, to be unconventional, breaking the rules that have been governing our societies and create new ones, different, more adapted to our new consciousness and needs or as a collective, including the needs of Earth. Uranus at this moment claims for our sovereignty and recovering our soul fragments that can be scattered uh, across different past lives that we have lived here on Earth, for example, or even beyond Earth. It claims to change or, and rebel against what is built against our consciousness and create new technologies that would be gentle and benevolent with all of us and with all living beings on earth. But how do we connect with our mind or connect our mind with our cosmic mind or higher mind? If we want, we can do a short meditation where we will experience this connection, because the mind in reality is not the brain. The brain is only part of it, but the mind is the entire body, because within our bodies runs an entire nervous system. The skin, for example, is also part of our mind, because mind is about perceiving, is about receiving information and also emitting, sharing information. So our skin is part of our mind, um, all our nervous system, and also, of course, our brain, both hemispheres. While the cosmic mind or higher mind, we can relate it to the fourth layer of our energy field, the fourth layer, and beyond it, the fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth layers of our energy field. So, if we want to connect our concrete mind with our cosmic mind, we have to unite, to blend the fourth layer and beyond with our bodies. Is about receiving, connecting the layers, the higher layers of our energy field with our bodies, and our bodies with these layers. So, in this way, with this flux of energy, we can connect mind and cosmic mind. So, let's begin if you want. For that, close your eyes and begin to breathe in and out slowly, deeply, feeling your lungs, how they move with every inhaling and exhaling you take. Feel your lungs, feel your heart, how it beats ceaselessly. Now take, be conscious of your entire body, be conscious of your head, of your neck, your shoulders, arms, hands. Be conscious of your torso, your gut, your bottom, legs, feet. Be conscious of the entire body, its presence, and now imagine with your intention that you bring to your body the energy of your cosmic mind, connecting it with your body, and exhale, connecting your body with your cosmic mind. Bring your cosmic mind into your body, entire body. Connect your body with your cosmic mind. In this way, you expand the energy of your body and bring your cosmic mind into your body. This exercise, this meditation, helps you to calm your concrete mind. If there's some thought that comes to your mind, simply free it and continue to breathe in and out, connecting cosmic mind with body, the body with cosmic mind. And with body, I mean the entire nervous system, the skin, the brain, the heart, that also has its own little brain or small brain. This exercise, this meditation helps you to receive much easier the messages of your soul, of your cosmic mind, of your guides, opening more yourself to the entire soul, to the cosmos, within and without. And now, before opening your eyes, place your attention to your feet, legs. Maybe you can move them a little bit to feel more present, because this meditation expands you beyond your body. So now it's about rooting yourself a little bit, at least, until you feel that you're ready to open your eyes. Have a lovely day. See you soon. Bye.